Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Oralia and you have landed at Style and Lipstick. Today's video is going to be a favorites video for the month of February. Very short month, came and went so fast. I know everybody says that, but it's just astounding to me how quickly it all goes. But anyway, I always say I don't have a lot of favorites and then this video ends up being like 20 million years long, so let's go ahead and get started just in case. The first favorite that I wanted to touch on is actually an old favorite that I am bringing back, and that is my La Mer The Soft Fluid Long Wear Foundation, and I am in the shade Suede. As you can see, I am using this little guy up quite a bit. I love this foundation. I stopped using it because I started testing all these other foundations and kind of got caught up in them, but after the last foundation review, which was the Maybelline Superstay foundation, my skin was really kind of just wanting something a little bit better for it. And the thing that I like so much about the La Mer foundation is that it has their miracle broth. So it's got some skincare properties incorporated into the foundation. I've gone back to it probably in the last couple of weeks and my skin is so happy for it. And I stopped using the foundation for a while, and now that I've come back to using it again, my skin is actually showing a significant improvement. I haven't really made any huge significant changes to my skincare regimen, except I've been wearing that foundation, and my skin is so much healthier. It's so much more supple. It just is amazing to me, and I'm like, okay, so maybe I need to go back to some of these La Mer products again. For now, I'm gonna stick with just the foundation. I don't have any more of the La Mer products. I've used them all up, but the foundation is definitely one that when I'm done with it, I will be repurchasing it because it really does make a difference. At least to me, it has made a big difference in how my skin is. Let's talk about skincare a little bit. One of the products that I've been trying in this last month is this Clinique All About Eyes eye cream. I really like it because it reduces dark circles and puffiness, and I would have to say that it does, but more than that, it makes the skin under my eyes look and feel so good. I really like it. It's got a little bit of a slip to it. It just, I don't know if it has silicone. I haven't looked at the ingredients and I probably should, but it just feels really nice. It makes my under eyes feel so soft, and I've noticed that my concealer and my powder sit a lot better on my under eyes since I started using this little guy. Now he is a sample. I got him in a 500 point perk for Clinique with Sephora, but I am enjoying using it quite a bit. I like it a lot. I think that it is really helping the skin under my eyes. So this month I have been absolutely and completely 100% obsessed with the Dose of Colors matte eyeshadow palettes, more specifically the Sassy Siennas. This eyeshadow palette is stunning. It is right up my alley. It is beautiful shades of rust and brown and orange, and it is just so pretty. And I have been so into matte eyeshadows recently. I don't know what the deal is. I've just been all about matte eyeshadows, except in recent days because I've been playing with the Anastasia Soft Glam palette. But matte eyeshadows have really been doing it for me lately, and I absolutely love the Sassy Siennas. It is my favorite matte eyeshadow palette of the moment. It is just so pretty. The shadows are really intense. I have tried to do a kind of softer eye look, and these are some of the shadows. I have really tried to do a softer eye look with these, and I can't. I can't because the colors are so intense and they're so pigmented that it just really brings attention to the eyes, which I don't really mind. I don't have a problem with that. You know, I really absolutely love these eyeshadows. They're very soft. They're very pigmented. They blend beautifully. They are really intense, but they create such beautiful looks. You can do something really super smoky and sultry. You can do something a little bit more light, but you're not gonna get to a really natural look unless you only use like 2 of the 5 shadows. I've said it before with these little eyeshadow palettes from Dose of Colors. They're good, especially for like a beginner or like people who don't really have a lot of time to ponder over a 35 eyeshadow palette. You know, they just need something to, you know, something to slap onto their eyes and get the hell out the door. These are perfect for that. If you're averse to wearing shimmer shadows, definitely take a look at the Dose of Colors matte eyeshadow palettes. I think that they're beautiful. I think they have 4 of them out and I've got 3 of the 4. So beautiful, beautiful eyeshadows, but this one is the one that I have really been reaching for again and again and again. And the next product that I wanted to talk about is one, it's an oldie but goodie as well, and I pulled it out because I pulled out all of the eyeshadow palettes from like the first part of 2017 and back, and this little guy was in there, and I'm like, I totally forgot about you, Instamark 60 Hi-Fi filter. You know, I have pulled him out of the archives and have been using it like crazy and have forgotten how much I loved this guy. And as you can see, I love him a lot because I've hit pan on both sides. This is a very, very beautiful, beautiful contour, and I don't want to say highlight because it's not a shimmery highlight. It's more of just a brightening powder that I use to set my under eyes. It is the one with the yellow kind of tone. The bronzer or contour, I would say this is more of a contour than a bronzer, but it is a little bit deeper than the one that's in the Wet n Wild Dulce de Leche. So you do have to go in with a little bit of a lighter hand, but I like this so much. And then I also love the fact that it's got a tremendous mirror that I can see my entire face with. So I brought this guy out and have been using it like crazy. The next product that I wanted to talk about, I actually received in my BoxyCharm box for February, and it is the Ofra Blush Refill in Winter Rose Glow. I am wearing this blush on my face today. I'm also wearing the La Mer foundation, by the way. This guy is so pretty. It is like my perfect blush. I think it is a beautiful brown rose shade. It does have a really, really nice kind of glow from within sheen, and if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know that for blushes, I really love those blushes that have kind of like a glow from within luminosity to them, like the Clinique Cheek Pops. Those are some of my favorites because they just look like they're just radiating from your skin. They don't look like they're sitting on top of your skin. They look like you're just like naturally flushed. It is a beautiful, beautiful shade of blush that I have absolutely been loving. It's like my most perfect blush, I think. Let's move on to lip products. I don't have a lot of lip products this month because I've kind of been too busy to wear lipstick, honestly, at work. I do have one that I want to call out, and then I've got another that I don't have with me. It's downstairs in my bag. We've got spring coming just around the corner. I'm really fiending for spring. I live in the Pacific Northwest. It's been super rainy and snowy and gray here, and I am just ready for spring to be here. I'm ready for the sunshine again. In anticipation of spring, I've decided to go ahead and start busting out. The color that I have really been radiating to is like a magenta or a deep fuchsia, you know, because it reminds me of flowers and of spring. And so one lipstick that I wanted to talk about is this one from Bite Beauty, and it is in the shade Radish, and it is a tiny little guy. I think I got him as a point perk from Sephora. And it is just the most beautiful shade of radish. I mean, it really, really does look like radishes to me. I love looking at radishes because the color is so beautiful. I'm not a huge fan of radishes necessarily to eat. I like them in my tacos. This is just a stunning shade of like a bright red toned pink or pink toned red. I don't know how to describe it, or it's a pink with a lot of red in it. I am just fiending for this color. I have been wearing this color like crazy. I love wearing my Clinique Pop in Rose Pop. And the other one that I've truly been loving is Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipsticks in Bend and Snap. All of those shades have got the same kind of tone. They're the bright but deeper raspberry or fuchsia or magenta type shades that I have just been drawn to lately because I want spring to hurry up and get here. I do have one hair product that I wanted to talk about, and it's this little guy here. It's my Not Your Mother's Clean Freak Refreshing Dry Shampoo, and this is what it looks like. I don't know where I got this. I have no idea where he came from, but I ran out of my my other dry shampoo. I pulled this guy out because he was under my, he was stored under my sink, and I have really been loving this dry shampoo. It does leave a white cast. I mean, I guess it's just with dark hair, you're going to have a white cast. It's going to be hard to find, at least for me, it's been hard to find a dry shampoo that works really well with dark hair. I've tried the Batiste Brunette. I don't like it because it makes my hair feel super gritty, so I tend not to use it. I absolutely love this guy. Even though he leaves a white cast, I like it because it's very lightweight and it does a great job at what it's supposed to do. It absorbs all of the oils in the hair, but at the same time, it doesn't leave my hair feeling gritty, and the white cast goes away pretty easily. Besides which, it has a really nice, clean, fresh scent, which of course, if you have hair that is a couple of days from being washed, it's going to be a little bit, musty in there. So this helps to kind of freshen things up. Now let's move on to some brushes, and they're all dirty. I'm sorry, but let's go ahead and start out with this guy here. This is the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer Brush. If you've watched my videos recently, you've seen me using this to apply my highlight. And the reason that I like it is because it is fluffy. It's small though, so it fits that space. It's soft and fluffy and yet dense at the same time. It has a slight dome on it. It's got some firmness and some density to it. It doesn't give too easily. It is a great brush for applying my highlight. I'm a firm believer that you can use a brush however you want. Just because it says it's a concealer brush doesn't mean you have to use it as a concealer brush. This brush does a very great job at putting on my highlight, and I can also do my nose with it. I don't have to switch off to a different brush. Really been liking it for that. I don't know. I just got a bug up my ass and decided I wanted to try this for highlight, and it worked out really well for me. The next brush that I wanted to talk about was this little pencil brush that I bought from ColourPop. I bought two of these guys, and these are really nice pencil brushes. They're not that expensive either. I think they're like about $5, maybe $6, if even that. They are just so good. ColourPop does not put... Oh, they've started putting a number on there. How awesome. So this is the E10. It is a really great pencil brush. I love it because it deposits color very nicely, and it's not too stiff that it scratches or is hard to use. I can easily blend out and smudge out whatever I'm using this for. Usually I will use a pencil brush for the lower lash line. It does a really good job at, dispersing the shadow and helping to blend it out without causing me too much grief or too much pain. This has been one of my favorite brushes that I keep reaching for again and again and again. And I love that it's not that expensive. I don't spend a lot of money on my makeup brushes, and maybe I should. I feel a little bit of guilt about that, about the fact that I'm not really, I don't really spend money on the tools to put makeup on. But at the same time, I use them so much. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. It's a moral dilemma in my own head, probably. And maybe I might branch out, but I'm going off on a tangent. The other brush that I wanted to talk about was what I have labeled as my MVP blender brush. It is the Luxie 237. It is a tiny little blending brush. He is a little guy. Not very big at all, but he is my rock star when it comes for blending. It's really good when you have to do some very detailed blending, and usually when I use this guy, I will hold him at the very end and I will go in and very softly in circular motions blend things out using him. He does a great job at making a gradient effect, getting rid of any lines. It does take a little bit of work, but you're not smearing all over your eye with a bigger, like you would with a bigger blending brush. This guy is very detailed. He's very good for precision blending, and I love him. I use it all the time, and you've seen me use it on my channel a lot. He is my MVP for blending. And the last two brushes that I have are actually two that I received in my BoxyCharm box for February, which I received kind of early this month, so I've had a chance to really use these guys, and I really like them. And it is these two. These are from Crown, and they don't have any names or numbers to them, so I can't really tell you what their actual name is, but it comes in a set of 3. You get a bigger, fluffier brush that you can use for powder and things like that. I haven't quite figured out how to use him yet, or how I like to use him, but these two guys definitely. I like using this medium-sized brush for the same reasons that I like the e.l.f. Flawless Concealer brush. What I like about it is that he's got a dome-shaped head, but it's nice and round, but domed. The bristles are kind of stiff, you know, they're a little flexible, but not really. And they deposit contour perfectly on my face. It fits beautifully in this crevice in my cheek, you know, under my cheekbone here. It fits wonderfully, and then it's got this little ergonomic design to it. It's got a couple of notches on the handle where it makes it easier to hold. I like the thumb notch that it has down here, but I don't ever use that top notch, probably because I don't apply makeup onto people, and it's really nice for contouring. It fits really great, and on my forehead too, because I don't have a lot of real estate up there, you know, so it works very well at that capacity, and I'm really liking it. Plus I like the fact that it is so nice and white, and I apologize that it's dirty, but I have been using it. The next brush is this little guy here. He's the smallest brush in the kit, or in the set, and I love using this little guy for nose contour. This is like no fail nose contour here with this guy. Again, it deposits the contour shade really nicely. I'm able to really just draw a really nice straight line here, and then do an easy job of blending out my contour. I like the fact that I get a little bit of precision, so that way I can really get into this area here where my nose is the widest, and kind of, you know, give the illusion of shadow right there. Love both of these brushes. They're really nice. They're really good. Next thing that I wanted to talk about, and warning, bougie alert, because it is the Jo Malone London colognes, and these are the 2 bigger sizes that I have, and then these are the 2 little guys that I got kind of as a bonus. First of all, Jo Malone colognes have got Jo Malone. I hate calling them Jo Malone cologne. It just, what? Jo Malone of London colognes and candles and body products and diffusers are not cheap. They are quite bougie, but there is something to be said for at least the perfumes, because the quality is so good on these perfumes. I've heard people say that they don't last that long. I disagree. On me, they last a long time. They just kind of evolve over time. They soften quite a bit. But even like if I put this on and I put a scarf on or something, and then, you know, a few days later I go to put my scarf on again, I can still smell this cologne on my scarf. So it lasts me all day long. You know, it lingers. I love it. And what I truly like about the Jo Malone London colognes is that you can layer them. You can layer them. You can layer the different scents that Jo Malone has. The 2 that I have here that I like using kind of as the base layer when I use these are the English Oak and Hazelnut, and the English Oak and Red Currant. And I put these down kind of as the first layer of my perfume, and then I go in with a different one. The ones that I have here are orange bitters and amber and lavender, and I like to mix and match them and layer them. I don't really like all of the scents. Some of the scents in the Jo Malone line kind of are like, oh, they're just not for me. If I layer them though with one of these, it completely changes them and makes them smell nice. I mean, there's only one, and I can't remember what it's called, that just no matter what and I go sample these at the store, by the way, no matter what I layer it with, it just doesn't smell good. I really like my Jo Malone London colognes. I think that they're beautiful. I know that they are bougie, but they are definitely worth what you pay for them, in my opinion, because they do last on me at any rate. I have bought a lot of perfumes, and a lot of them will fade, you know, by the end of the day. The Jo Malone London colognes don't do that to me. They hang around for me, and I absolutely love them. I think they're beautiful. The last favorite that I have for you today is actually not a beauty favorite, but I wanted to talk about it here because I've just been loving it so much, and it is this guy right here, and it is the Olli Slim protein smoothie for a healthy metabolism. It is a plant-based protein powder. I've been minding my diet. I've been minding my workout, you know, I mean, making sure that I'm going to the gym and all of that, and making sure that I'm drinking enough water because I am trying to lose some weight. I've gone paleo, and so I'm kind of trying to find alternatives to dairy and things like that. Also, with working out in the morning before I go to work, it means that I've had to really scale back my morning routine, makeup routine, and I've got to fit breakfast in because if I work out, I need to have food afterward because I'm tired from the workout. I need that energy. I don't eat pre-workout. I prefer working out on an empty stomach. I don't even have a banana, no bar, anything, just some water, because I just prefer to work out that way. I don't like having food in my stomach when I'm working out. And so when I get back though, I don't have hardly any time for breakfast. And so this has made it really easy for me to get a really filling breakfast. I make a smoothie, I'm adding protein to it, and that really makes it satisfying. And that really will hold me for the entire morning until it's time for either my morning snack or lunch. I picked it up at Target. I think it's like $27. The flavor is sweet vanilla maple, and it just tastes amazing with anything. It tastes so good. And I throw this into my smoothies and I am good for breakfast or for a snack if I'm having my smoothie as a snack. Definitely have been loving that and thought I would bring that to you guys as a favorite. Yes. I think that pretty much covers my favorites for February. If you are new to my channel and you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button on your way out. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you will know when I've got new video up on my channel. Also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Share with your friends. I am on social media. I've got all my social media linked down below. However, I am most active on Instagram, so go and visit me there. Thank you so much. Again, I really appreciate you dropping by, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I just don't even know. That's flattering.